got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro, Georgia Peach on east side.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go. 18 Raiders, 18 Raiders. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Draft 50, draft 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Hurts throwing right away. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns. Locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Okay,
the
ready?
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Ready? 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Drop 60. Drop 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. The first down throw for Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Winston. Again, it's Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, buy it in. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Okay, it's right. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Ready.
From the 36, Winston. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And some room to roam that. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Warriors 70.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers, nothing 19. 19.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. From the red zone now, Winston. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to add on to their first-half lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Olave holds it in. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 41, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Winston. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll throw again. Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now Winston. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You'd hate to come all this way on a sustained drive like this and then have to settle for a field goal. So what a nice pickup on 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Winston now to throw on first down. Johnson's got it complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. To throw, Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 on the play. To throw is Winston. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 30 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
18 Rebels.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Check mash. 70 Ranger.
Throwing is Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Trap 50. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Go, Reed, go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. first and 10, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Touchdown! Michael Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw on second and 10. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, trap 50, trap 50.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Warriors 70.
Here's Hurts to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Come back, team. Come back. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Hurts will throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick-6. Winston. So nothing doing there. And it's 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Winston. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. He completes it to Olave. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Kamara is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get the...